Hi, we're doing a lot of work this week with feedback and small writing groups. So I'd like to offer some ideas on how we can work together in a real meaningful way, avoid any potential hard feelings that could arise, but most importantly, how we can offer writing for feedback and get the kind of feedback we're looking for. My ideas are drawn on Peter Elbow, uh, University of Massachusetts professor emeritus, and really a pioneer in looking at how we talk about writing and responding to writing. The first thing to keep in mind with any of your writing is that it is your work. So you set the request. Take the responsibility for seeking the best kind of feedback that could help you. Don't just offer work for a general feedback. You'll find that you may get everything from spelling critiques to very blanket statements that don't really help you as a writer. Elbow suggests two categories of questions. The first category is called Criterion Questions, and they're focused more on the language, the technical end. Did the piece have meaning? Did it flow? Did you like it as a reader? That's not really from Peter Elbow. I just slipped that one in. What images came to mind? Is the language strong, clear, confusing? And where? Is the language alive? And again, where? Because if you know where it's alive and rich, you can use that as a model. Is this a clear piece of writing? Is it succinct enough for the audience? Does it fit the audience? Does it fit the project? Is this a full piece in and of itself? Or does this piece offer the potential for having more to say? And is it organized? Is there a real clear beginning, middle, and end? And is the end truly the end? Should that be the beginning? All those are the kinds of questions that might help you. Some other ideas focus more on the reader. So if you can shift for a second into the mindset of being a reader of work, a thing to keep in mind is that it's not your work. Respect the request of the reader. Truly read the work. Think about what you're thinking about. Stop every now and then as you're reading and think about what is going through your head. Look at the request again. What exactly was the feedback request? And you may want to read the work a second time at this stage so that now you know what it says in a sense, but now you can tailor your thoughts to the feedback. Where are you as a reader as you're reading this? Where are you truly engaged? Where are you distracted? Don't worry about typos at this stage or misspelled words unless you're asked. As a responder, you may find it helpful to summarize the writing. That lets the writer know you know what it was about. What did you see, think, or hear? Offer compliments, and one is never enough. Usually a few are very helpful. Don't overwhelm the writer with too many things. There's nothing more discouraging to any writer than a page of red marks. Likewise, if you're writing a critique or a feedback response on a piece of writing, especially an online work group, don't go too long or very quickly someone will feel beat up. You may find it helpful to use emoticons, those happy little smiley faces, because it may let someone know that what you're saying in your mind is coming out with a smile, and it's easy to be misinterpreted in online situations. Think about your job as a responder, not a fixer. But fixing will come later. But right now, this writer probably just needs ideas about the meaning. Don't tell your own story. That can be distracting. And it's not about you as a reader. It's about the writer and their work. And don't go back. Think about the response. Give good feedback. And once you give good feedback, stop there until you're asked for more. Chances are, if your feedback was really helpful and this is a writer really working on a piece, they may ask you to take another look at their piece. And that's where you can say, oh, by the way, you misspelled the name of Wichita, Kansas, or whatever it is you're trying to help them with. Offering some things too early may shift the conversation from helpful to not so helpful. So I hope those ideas help. I hope you can use those. If you'd like more, I recommend reading or even just glancing at the 2 chapters from Writing with Power by Peter Elbow, Techniques for Mastering the Writing Process. It's a great book. Thanks.